Hey, how are you? I just got home from work a little bit ago. It's like really nice outside today, and I'm trying to lean into the summer feeling while my hair is in an awkward growing out phase. I've been growing my hair out for about a year now, and I've been doing these as bangs because they don't fit into the ponytail, but now they're like kind of too long to be bangs, but still too short to put back in the ponytail. And I also kind of like how it looks to have some kind of fringe to cover my big forehead. So with my headscarf that I bought from some Polish ladies in my neighborhood. But yeah, today was a good day. It's really nice outside, like I said, and I was in the studio today. I was working a coffee shop job in Williamsburg for a while, and I finally got to quit that job and shift to this one, which is part-time, and also just a lot more fulfilling. I'm doing photography now for a jewelry studio. It's one that I've been involved with for a little while. I worked there as like one of the like consultation people when you come in to like ask questions about your engagement rings and stuff like that. I worked there, like that was one of my first jobs in the city here. But I just started doing this photography gig, which has been really nice actually. It's really part-time, which has been good because I'm trying to focus more on school right now. So having just more free time, and also it's a mostly from home position, so I get to do a lot of being in my little bedroom office and working from my living room instead of having to go out and talk to people all day. I really learned that I do better in jobs that are like introvert friendly, I guess. So yeah, it's been good, and I get to be a little bit creative. Like, I mean, it's in the past I've done a lot of like social media work and photography that's kind of like, it's just geared at marketing, and it doesn't really have like a lot of soul to it. But this feels like something, because it's, you know, it's still for a brand, but it's at least like a kind of creative product. Like, I really like jewelry, and so I really like the dual signal. Oh, did that one sell? I haven't seen it in a while. Which one? Well, I have a few talking. Well, we're doing like a series right now, but it's just like a lot of like jewelry learning kind of stuff. So the past couple weeks I shot some stuff that's like, yeah, it's been pretty decent. So I was out there today. I got to have a nice walk home. I met up with Trevor, and we walked home together after we both got off work. And now I'm home and I'm trying to catch up on some stuff. It's been a really productive couple of like creative months for me. Ever since I quit my coffee shop job, I've had so much more time to work on my art. It's not even like I have the most, like a lot of free time, but I think I didn't even realize how much I've just been like suffocating since moving here, honestly. Like, since I've gotten to New York, I feel like I've been so busy trying to work and do school at the same time, and just like the pace of everything. And I mean, I spent so long even just trying to find an apartment that would be a long-term place. So I feel like things are finally slowing down, and like I feel like I've been more forgiving of myself, honestly, for how little I've like gotten done creatively since moving here, because like I think you can't really be productive and be creative when like you're in survival mode. It's really been coming back a bit for me now, and I'm graduating next month, so I'm gonna have even more of my brain back and my time back. So I'm really trying to think intentionally about what I want to do with my art and what I want to spend time on. I've been doing a lot of like digital collage and different kinds of like creative visual art. I feel like that's been letting me be really creative and try out new ideas. And even just focusing on smaller projects is a lot less intimidating, and I feel like it lets me try new things and like keep developing as an artist, instead of like you know, I have these things that I know that I'm good at from when I was younger, and I really don't want to get stuck into like trying to reproduce or recreate what my creativity looked like at a younger age, and right now I'm really focusing on trying new things so that I can get not even better, but like to start doing something that reflects like who I am now, and have like a healthier mindset about what my art should look like, you know, because I'm a different person than I was when I was writing music as a 16-year-old or whatever. Yeah, with the collage, I've also gotten into making zines, which is something I actually did for the first time for a class last semester. I was in like a visual arts and storytelling kind of class where we were working on lots of different mediums. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing around with that kind of stuff because it's something that, like, I have so much photography that if I really want to be a little creative, I can sit down and you can put a zine together in, you know, a few hours. So I had a few that I made. I had the one that I made for that class project that I really liked. Recently I have two that I made with the intention of like actually being able to print and distribute them. One of the ones that I did was an excerpt from a poem that I wrote a while ago, which was called, On the Other Side of the River, and it was a poem that I wrote about my hometown and comparing it to a snow globe, and I was calling the glass of the snow globe the river, the Wabash River. So I wrote a lot about that and about like how it's something you want to close up and keep on a shelf to look at, and but also feeling very separated from it. And so I took a few lines from that poem, and then I took some of the photography that I did while I was visiting my hometown for the holidays, or in December at least.
It's just water and it looks like beer.
Yeah.
The can looks like beer.
Elena
What's this
doesn't.
other one, Selena?
She can't eat chocolate.
Japanese.
So you can't?
Yeah, I don't even eat it around her. No.
Like she's allergic? Oh my god.
It's insane. Do it all pros come here for my grades.
I did a lot of photography while I was there that I actually really liked. A lot of these old homes, and I feel like looking at these places in my neighborhood through such a new context, a place that was so familiar to me. And of course it is a little worse for wear now than it was when I was growing up, but I think even just the change in my perspective, like a lot of things look different to me whenever I visit. And so I think I had some cool images out of that. And what I ended up doing was taking some lines from that poem that I wrote and then taking some of those photos and doing a bit of a spread with them. That was really cool. So I liked how that one turned out. The second one that I did was, I have a pretty actually like large collection of photographs of dead birds especially. And so I took a few of my favorites and put them into this zine, and that I called my Dead Bird Obituary, and I gave them like little nicknames and then just described like where I found them and when. I think that is a sweet little tribute to their lives, and so that was my other idea for the zine. And yeah, I put those together like on the same day. I was able to print them, and they came out pretty cute, so I brought them to this place. And I want to take a quick second to talk about this because there's a place here called Quimby's Bookstore. It's in Williamsburg, and I used to work nearby there, which is how I came to know about this place, was just by popping in one day and checking it out. And they have like so much cool stuff. It's like a local bookstore. They have their bookshelf where they have just like you know, more traditional books, but they also do like a lot of zines and little cards and just really interesting art pieces. There's one I saw last time I was there that's like a love letter to New York, and they were selling them like in little envelopes with strings and hearts on them. So it's a really cool spot. They have a cat there, Gracie, I believe her name is Gracie, and she hangs out and she's very sweet. They do tarot readings. It's like a whole interesting, cool spot. I've gotten jewelry from there. I've thought about buying taxidermy from there, but it's a bit more expensive than I can justify right now. But yeah, I've known this place for a while. I was really excited to potentially be able to bring some of my stuff there and have them stock my zines. The people who run the store are so lovely, and they were very nice, and they took all the copies that I had of both of them. And so if you're in New York and you go to Quimby's, you can probably look for my zines there. And I'll probably keep doing it, honestly. It feels really good to be involved in the art scene here. One of the main reasons that I moved here was, you know, my first trip to New York, I came here and I saw so many artists. Like you can't escape it here. You're walking down the street and somebody's set up with a table selling, you know, their crochet, or you're on the train and there's somebody, you know, singing, or somebody who's walking around telling you, hey, I have copies of my book right here. Does anyone want to buy it? And I just like, I really enjoy being around that. I really want to take advantage of that and be a part of it while I'm still here. Yeah, even though it's like a super small thing and it was super laid back and easy to do, like it feels really nice to have had something that I made like in a little Brooklyn bookstore. So yeah, that's been a really nice thing this month. I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. I've been filming a lot this month, and like some of the art stuff and the creative stuff I've been doing, and I've been meaning to sit down and do this talk for a little while. So, but yeah, things are pretty busy right now. Like I said, I'm set to graduate pretty soon, and so I'm trying really hard to keep up with school, and we'll see after that what I have time to do. I have a couple creative goals that I've set for myself for the summer, since I'll have more time, but I almost don't want to put it out there because I don't want to jinx myself or set myself up where I feel like I can't change my mind if I end up deciding to work on something else. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, and happy spring, happy summer almost, and I will see you next time. Bye. What you doing, Vimo? Being cute?